Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is my review of Fantasy Island. Now this is a horror spin on, I believe, the 70s TV show of the similar premise where a group of people end up going to this island to live out their fantasies. The owner of said island is played by Michael Pena, and he is the creator of said fantasies, so to speak. Before I get to the bad parts about this movie, I do want to say the performances were generally pretty good, I thought. I had no real issues with them. They all played the kind of cliche stereotypes of characters, but I thought that the actors did fine in their general roles, and I enjoyed seeing them do their thing on screen. It worked fine. The general premise of the film is also kind of interesting. It sets it up in a decent manner, I guess, and seeing each individual storyline play out is kind of enjoyable, I guess, if it was a different type of movie. But that being said, it's effing boring because the first hour plus of the film just has nothing really happen. It follows these like four main characters doing their own separate fantasies until they eventually figure out the one thing that they have in common and have to band together to survive. It's a general premise. You know what's going to happen, and there's very few horror elements in the entire movie, even up until the end. There's nothing that's really scary or even that tries to be scary, and it just again came across as boring. If it was budgeted as this, or if it was marketed, I guess, as this different type of film and not a horror film, then it might have worked better because I would have expected different things and it might have been able to play into the premise a little bit more, because it does try to have these heartfelt moments and these like dramatic scenes and blah blah blah, but in a horror film where you're expecting people to die and get scared and blah 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 like that, it doesn't really work, and it doesn't really seem like it fits what this film is supposed to be. Even when the main true villain is revealed and everything, their motivations are not really that good because they're kind of dumb, honestly. Once the whole reason that everyone's together is revealed, it's really dumb. It's really stupid, and it kind of makes the whole thing fall apart. There's even a character which kind of comments on the whole situation as well. I don't know. This review is going to be really short because I don't really have a lot to say about Fantasy Island, except for don't go see it because it's boring as all hell. Like I said, if it had been trying to do something else aside from a horror premise, or if it hadn't even marketed itself as a horror premise, just more of this like dramatic film of these strangers going to this fantasy island to live out their fantasies and try to change their lives, whatever, and it had this horror twist to it, it might have made it more interesting. But it just didn't really work. And if you've seen any reviews, you've probably seen similar things. Concept is fun. The performances are fine. Everything else is boring as all hell and just doesn't really work that well. Just in my personal opinion. But those are my thoughts on Fantasy Island. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it a lot more than I did? Let me know. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Once again, if you so choose, I appreciate it immensely. And as always, bring people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, keep on watching. Don't go see this movie.